Hello, welcome to my channel, Best Budgets, where I try to make the best out of my budget. In today's video, what we're going to be doing is closing out the week of August, week 3 of August. Even though I didn't set up the month with you guys, I still want to go ahead and close out this week and just start pushing out more content for you guys. So we're going to go ahead and get started with week 3 of August. So this is my August setup. We are in week 3 of August. So yes, week 3. Today is the 21st. So I'm gonna go ahead and cross off Amazon Prime. We're going to go ahead and look at the bills that came out for August. So for this paycheck was for August 14th. Okay, so August 14th. My source number 1 came in at $1,765.59. Rollover number 1 was at $146.96. My rollover in account number 2 was $88.58. Let's see. For my source number 4, that came in. I did not budget for that, but that actually did come in at $3.97. And then I had another source of income come in, which is labeled source number 3. I did not budget for the source, and that was $11.22. Okay, so as you guys can see, I only went ahead and written in my fixed expenses. We're going to go over the budget and the actual during this video, okay? So I'm going to just go ahead and be looking at my rough draft, and then we're just going to be filling out all the information on this video, okay? So for my earthquake insurance, I did budget for that to come out. I'm not for sure why. It hasn't been coming out since June, so I might have to call them to let them know, like, hey, I am on auto pay. I'm not for sure why it's not coming out, so I'm gonna have to give them a call. But I did budget $47, and actually 0 came out. For OnStar, I budgeted $25 for this bill, and $24.99 did come out. For my lights, I did budget $150, even though it was more than $150. I did pay $150, and I'll pay the rest on a different paycheck. My light bill was $281, you guys. So I'm like, oh my gosh, summertime. So the other $130, I'm gonna go ahead and put that on the next paycheck. So I just have to split that up in half. For half of my September's rent, I did budget $585, and that's exactly what I put away. For half of September's car insurance, I budgeted $110, and that's exactly what I put away, $110. For my student loan, I am using the 100 envelope challenge to figure out how much I am putting towards my student loans. They're not due, but I am paying extra. So I picked number 24 for my student loans, and I'm doubling that. So I budgeted $48, and that's exactly what came out, $48. My investments, I invest $50 a month, and that's $25 each paycheck. So that was $25 this paycheck. Google storage, I did budget $1.99, and that's exactly what came out, $1.99. Amazon Prime, I did budget $7.60, and that's exactly what came out. Discover, this is my credit card. I budgeted $108, but I actually didn't pay nothing on the credit card. And I did forget my tithes. I did not budget for it, but I did pay $20 for this. Okay, so what I'm going to go ahead and do is add up all of our expenses. I am using my phone, so because my calculator is in the room, I don't feel like going to go get it yet. Okay, so for the inflow, we're going to go ahead and see what we have. 1750 plus 146, 96 plus 88, 58. That gives us $1,985.54. Okay, so what actually happened was $11.22 plus 1765.59 plus 146.96 plus 88.58 plus $3.97. That gave us a inflow total of actually $2,016.32. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and just look at our budgeted side. We're gonna go ahead and calculate how much I did budget for. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. Okay, so we budgeted $47 for our earthquake insurance, $25 for OnStar, my lights at $150, half of the rent $585, half of the car insurance is $110, $48 for my student loan, $25 for investments, $1.99 for Google storage, $7.60 for our Amazon Prime, and I budgeted $108 for my credit card bill. So altogether, I did budget $1,000, $1,107.59 to be our fixed expenses, but in reality, it was $24.99 plus $150 plus $585 plus that's not correct. Okay, this was $110, no change. No change. Okay, so no change right here. We did budget 110. Okay, 110 plus the 48 plus the 25 plus the 199 plus the 760 plus the 20. Okay, so in reality, our bills this week were $972.58. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and work on this side, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do the actual. Okay, so I budgeted $1,985.54. I am going to subtract $1,007.59. That do give us a leftover of $877.95. $877.95. Okay, so for my variable expenses, I have gas for my car, household, food out, me, my daughter, my son, miscellaneous purchases, groceries, and cars. Okay, so for gas, I did budget $60. Household, I budgeted $0. Food out, I budgeted $30 for the week. For me, my daughter's son, zeros. Miscellaneous, $50. Groceries, I budget $150 every week. Cars, I did budget $20 for the week. Okay, so we are going to add this up. 60 plus 30 plus 50 plus 150 plus 20. That gives us a variable expense total of $310. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and go back to this side. So we have $2,016.32. We are going to subtract $972.58. That gave us a leftover of $1,043.74. I'm going to go ahead and bring that down here. $1,034.74. Okay, so for gas this week, I did spend $54.71. Household did receive $0. Food out received $10.10. Me, I did not receive anything. My daughter did receive $40. My son received $80. Miscellaneous received $37.91. My groceries came out to $113.51, and then cars did receive $10. Okay, so we have our total was for variable expenses the third week of August, plus the 40 plus the 80 plus the 37.91 plus the 113.51 plus the 10. That gave us a variable expense total of $346.23. Okay, so we're gonna go back over here to our budgeted side at $877.95. I am going to subtract the $310. That would have gave us a leftover of $567.95. And then I'm just going to go ahead and take the $1,034.74. I'm going to subtract the $346.23. Something's not right. Let's see. We have $1,034.74. Subtract $346.23. Something is not clicking today. Alright, you guys, let me go ahead and see why my numbers are not matching, and I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, I understand what I did. I actually brought down 34 instead of 43. So that's why I'm like, oh my gosh, something is going on. Okay, so it's actually 43 and not 34. Okay, so now we can go ahead and get with the program, okay? So 1,043.74 is what we have. We're going to subtract 346.23. That does give us a leftover of $697.51. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and fill out my savings goals. So for my savings goals, I have moving / core, because it's sitting in my core account. I have emergency fund, and I do abbreviate car maintenance. I have bill pay. This is just for account for bills to come out of. I save money to pay bills for the next following week, and for any other bills like yearly bills, as far as AAA, my Ring subscription, that's yearly. AAA's yearly, so I pull that stuff out of this account right here. I do have gifts, holiday, and travel. I have my car insurance deductible / earthquake deductible sitting in the same account. But my car insurance deductible is $2,500, you guys. $2,500. So I have to make sure that I have that in there. 1 second. Okay, so I also have the bill pay account for the following week. Then I have back to school for my son for 2027. Alright, so that is all that I have here. So I budgeted $100 to put away for moving, emergency, received $25. Well, I budgeted $25 for that. My car maintenance, I budgeted $13 for that. Also $13 for this account as well. Budgeted $26 for this account. For this account, $13 as well. This account $167, and then this gets $20 each paycheck. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and add up. Well, actually, let's bring this over here. 5, 6, 7, 95, and then we had 6, 9, 7. 51 right there. Okay, so I'm gonna actually do the actual side as well. So actually everything got what it was budgeted to get. So 100, 25, 13, 13, 26, 13, 167, and 20. So the reason why I do have two bill pay accounts is because this is for general bills and this is for like the next following week, because I don't get paid next week. So I just make sure I add up all my bills for the following week and make sure I pull it out this paycheck, so it will be there for me when I'm ready to pay those bills for next week. Okay, so actually all these come out to 25 plus 13, 13, 26, 13, 167, and 20. That do give us $377, which is the same as the actual. Okay, so for the budgeted side, we have 5, 6, 7, 9, 5. We are going to subtract 377. That gives us 190, 95, and then out of the 697, 51, we're going to subtract 377. That do give us a leftover of $320 and 51 cents. So 190, 95, 320, 57. In my account number 1, I'm going to be rolling over. I have budgeted to roll over 188.96. I don't like that 8, but I'm gonna leave it there. And then account number 2, I budgeted 199 to roll over, you guys. So But in reality, what we did roll over for account number 1 was 164.55, and in account number 2 we rolled over 155.96. So we are going to go ahead. This is actually, this is not debt, this is my rollover information right here. So I had budgeted 190 to roll over for the next week with 95 cents, and then we actually rolled over more, which is good. That means my spending was under control. This is 51 and not 7. Okay, so I don't know why my mind and eyes is looking at different things. This is 1. Alright, so 51, 51. Okay, so that's with the 0 left over, you guys. Alright, so this is the paycheck that I did receive on August 14th. So next week is a rollover week. So we're going to go ahead and look at next week to see what we have going on for next week. Okay, so like I said, I'm not a cash budgeter, so we're going to go ahead and skip that part. I'm going to actually do my setup in the next video for week 4. Alright, you guys, so you guys come back and I'm going to go ahead and set up for week 4. Until next time, you guys take care. Bye-bye.